Good evening, and welcome to this week's edition of the Commissioner Report. Last week, we talked with Dr. Allison about the educators, and this week, we're looking at the mighty men of Benjamin and the owner and GM, Michael Polite. Michael Polite, give us a recap on last year.
Last year was probably my roughest year in the league so far. But I still count it all joy. A rough year for me means a loss in the playoffs. A good year for others means having a great season and losing in the playoffs. So I'm pretty much where the good cats are on my worst day. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. It's real. Check my stats. Overall, we're in the saddle this year, undefeated. Come get my belt if you want it. That's about what it is at this point.
Okay, can you tell us about any summer changes that you made to your the mighty men of Benjamin?
We changed up our strategy a little bit. You know, before I was really trying to hustle bums on the trade wire, but this year I've kind of resorted more to just doing my homework, researching. I'm out studying cats. Once again, 5-0. Come get my belt if you want it. Using the waiver wires. Really getting some great pickups. Austin Collie, Brandon Lloyd. Got Ben Jarvis Green off waivers. Half of my team I picked up off waivers, and they putting up about 120, 125 a week. That $125, man, is basically that average for your boy. So that's my change, man. Not really leaning on the trades, just researching, man.
All right, and any note on any rivalries going on in the league?
I mean, I don't have no rivalries. Rivalries usually are when you have individuals who give you a tough time on your level. You guys are kind of peaked and primed at the same place. I have no rivalries. Often imitated, never duplicated. I do want to give some advice to, I believe it was Dan Martinez, has this current, I believe it's amateur film career that he's trying to kick off on our league. I commend it, you know. Most people become professional outside the league and bring their profession to the league, kind of like myself, published in articles and magazines. Then I got published also in our league. But Dan's a little backwards. But I thought the video was great that he posted on me lately. I think it was within the last week. I thought it was well done. Got a couple giggles off of it. Just as a pastor, you know, I'm concerned that Shy may be a little offended. My girl was given more time by her man than she has ever gotten on our league by her man. So just want to advise her not to share it with Shy. She may think that dude is fantasizing, you know, as he's curled up in his blankie at night. We don't want that. We want her to feel special. Every woman needs to feel special. But that's just pastoral advice to one of the sinners in the world that are trying to find Christ. I mean, really. And, you know, always here for you, Dan. Just, you got my number, call, give you some advice, even some marriage counseling when you're ready to step up to the plate.
All right, and last question. I know many of our viewing audience and other owners in the league are curious about this vow of silence. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Will it have an end, or how long will this go?
I wouldn't call it a vow of silence. If it was a vow of silence, I wouldn't be doing this interview with the commish. But yeah, your boy is kind of, you know, I'm a history buff. Historically, black people entertain, and that's about it. You know, people sit back. They don't get the scars, the bruises. They don't bleed. They don't sweat. They don't go through none of that. They just watch us do it. So, man, I'm looking at the league, man, and seeing this kind of trend to where everybody's really not putting in the pot. It's being carried mostly. The dialogue in our league is being carried by illegal immigrants and black people. Yo, welcome to America. So I'm just kind of rebelling against the American society and the norms that have been set and are obviously carrying over to our league. When I see everybody putting into the pot as should be, that can maybe coax me out of retirement from the message boards. But right now I'm going to play the majority role and just sit back and be entertained instead of being the one to entertain.
Alright, and finally, can you give us an outlook on 2010 for the Mighty Men of Benjamin?
Well, I think it says a lot that the Commish came to Nashville this weekend. I think that speaks for itself. We staked out, the Courtyard Marriott up the street. We looked at a worship experience at the church, Riverside Chapel. Holler at us, riversidechapel.org. We took you to see some of the sights around the city. I think we're going to have a great party here August of next year. Can't wait to see all the fellas here. Humble yourself, get on a plane, present me the trophy. We can be friends even after that humbling experience. Nashville will treat you right. It'll treat you right.
So it's safe to assume that you're taking the title to Nashville. Is that what you're saying?
Yo, all the way to Music City, man. But please don't bring no sad songs. We don't want no blues. We don't want no R&B. No sad country westerns. We want celebration. Bring good attitudes. You all have tried, put forth a valiant effort. It's just time for a repeat, our first repeat. And I think it's fitting that the first repeat would be carried out by the first champion. The original champ, the true champ, undisputed champ. Holla at your boy.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, oh so rude. This has been the Commissioner Report.